In this video, we'll see how you can use NumPy's where function as a vectorized approach to writing if-else statements. Suppose you have two 1D arrays, foo and bar, each with 2 million elements. You want to create a third array called baz, such that where bar is even, you double the corresponding value of foo, otherwise you take half the corresponding value of foo. You might be inclined to do this with a for loop like this. Here we'll set baz equal to np.zero's foo.size. Then for I in range foo.size, if baz I mod 2 equals 0, we'll set baz I equal to foo I times 2. Otherwise, we'll set baz I equal to foo I divided by 2. You probably noticed that this technique took a while to execute. The slowdown happens because for every iteration of the loop, Python has to call some lower level function in C, and then C has to give the result back to Python. This back and forth communication between Python and C is the bottleneck in our implementation. Now, NumPy is specifically designed to address this problem. Instead of going back and forth between C and Python, we want to say, hey C, here's my array and here's what I want to do with it. Now carry out the entire operation and come back to me with the result. This is called vectorization, where C operates on a batch or vector of data before giving the result back to Python. In general, if you're writing a for loop to process some NumPy array, you're doing it wrong. Going back to our example, the vectorized way to solve this problem is to use NumPy's where function. Where takes three main parameters: a Boolean array, values to use when the Boolean array is true, and values to use when the Boolean array is false. So we can solve our original problem using baz equals np.where bar mod 2 equals 0, comma, foo times 2, comma, foo divided by 2. Let's use the array equal function to make sure baz and baz really are the same. So we'll say np.array underscore equal, open parens, baz, comma, baz. And sure enough, they are equal. Now, if you're in a Jupyter or IPython notebook like this one, you can use the magic command %timeit to measure the runtime of a block of code. If we do that here, you can see just how much faster the vectorized where function is compared to the Python loop. So here I'll say %timeit, and you can see it takes about 2.17 seconds to run this block of code. Now let's do that here. So %timeit, and by comparison, the where function takes about 57 milliseconds to run the same line of code. So you can see how much faster the vectorized where solution is than this for loop.